Princess Anne and Prince Edward were protective of King Charles at the Easter Sunday service in Windsor and demonstrated they are prepared to step up in the wake of their brother's cancer battle, a body language expert has claimed. King Charles' three younger siblings joined the monarch at St. George Chapel in the grounds of Windsor Castle for the church service yesterday. It marked the King's first major public royal engagement since his shock cancer diagnosis was announced in February. Speaking to FEMAIL, body language expert Judy James said Princess Anne, 73, demonstrated her protectiveness towards her brother from the outset. The expert noted, "The royal body language message here is clearly one of resilience, unity and upbeat strength." Analyzing Anne's body language on arrival, Judy said, "Anne and husband Tim set the mood music as they stepped out of their car. The couple rarely indulge in chatting or joking in public, but this time they did. Anne grinned at Tim as she emerged and he even turned to smile at the fans. Anne's wave and her warm, connecting smile at the crowd seemed to signal thankfulness and even some reassuring relief. What's more, the expert said Prince Edward, who was joined by wife the Duchess of Edinburgh and son the Earl of Wessex, also hinted at his protective feelings towards his brother. Throughout the afternoon, the royal father of two, 60, was pictured walking with his hands clasped behind his back, a gesture that both King Charles and the late Prince Philip was known to favor. Judy continued. Edward mirrored the hand clasp, which was a signature gesture of their fathers. On top of this, the expert noted how Princess Anne was also pictured mirroring her father and brother's hand clasp at points in the day. Judy added, as Anne walked to greet the clergy, she clasped her hands very firmly behind her back despite the fact it left her handbag swinging from the clasp. The hint being that they are both stepping up to offer the same kind of strength and even protection that their father offered their mother throughout her reign. The expert also said that King Charles enormously enjoyed his first steps back into public life yesterday. The body language pro said there was also a reluctance to leave the gathered well-wishers and go into church, with the 75-year-old monarch offering a lingering 4 waves before he finally walked into the royal church yesterday morning. With Queen Camilla by his side, displaying her own relaxed body language, King Charles was clearly having fun. Judy explained, Charles looked as though he was enjoying himself enormously, back with his loyal fans and partly back at work again. His cheeks were lifted and rounded and he displayed his signature gestures and signals of good humor, pulling a comedy mouth shape at the hosts before turning to engage in what looked like some banter with the crowds. The expert also picked up on a fluttering wave of affection before pointing and joking with his brows raised in recognition as he saw the dozens of people who'd gathered in Windsor to greet him on Easter Sunday. She said, "This was no swift wave and disappear. The 4 waves before he stepped inside suggested some reluctance to step out of the spotlight again." And Queen Camilla was on equally sparkling form, says James. Camilla did not seem to be on any form of nursing duty, with no anxious glances at her husband. The smile and wave she performed offered similar signals of reassurance and even some pride that Charles is easing back into public life again. Despite the boost to public morale, however, the royal family's Easter service looks markedly different to previous years. Last year, during his first Easter service as king, Charles led the firm, including William, Kate and their children, on foot into the service, while this year he arrived by car to shield him from infection during his treatment, as per doctor's orders. The Prince and Princess of Wales were not in attendance yesterday as they continue to recuperate in private after Kate shocked the world with her cancer diagnosis. Last week, the princess revealed that she had been diagnosed with cancer and was undergoing preventative chemotherapy. Shortly after, Kensington Palace confirmed that the Waleses would not be attending church on Easter Sunday.